So it's not easy to measure. Everybody wants to chime in, and it's a huge change. And there is by far not enough people helping. Because those people who just chime in, they don't help. They distract. We need people who can actually write good front-end interfaces. CSS people, JavaScript people. We have several lot of them. I can count the good JavaScript people in the Drupal project on one hand.
I have a rebuttal. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, so my rebuttal is there are two things about what you said that I do not agree with. The first is you said that the change is big and there's a lot of opinions and this kind of thing. That is very true. However, the entire point of this website is to let the entire Drupal community get their yayas out, stressing about this isn't going to work because of X, that isn't going to work because of Y. Make sure you take this into account. So by the time this gets to the point where it's ready, there's fundamentally not really that much to argue with at the patch. The patch becomes, does the patch do what is in the mocks? It's the same thing as when we put jQuery into core. The discussion about which JavaScript framework to put into core happened on groups.drupal.org. It was a lively, vibrant discussion. It's a neat one to look up because there's a lot of really good information in there, like move tools versus prototype versus jQuery versus, I don't know, other one.
Okay, just very short. That discussion went. Stephen Witter said we are moving jQuery discussion ended. That was it.
I disagree. But anyway, it was cool because all these people came and they said, I use this and this is why. And John Ressig from jQuery chimed in there and said, well, you know, I see that this could work for you this way. And there was a lot of consensus building. There was a lot of like getting people to agree and getting people who couldn't agree to at least live with it, you know. And so that all happened off-site. So that by the time it got to the issue queue, it was like, get jQuery into core. You know, and that's a lot simpler change to do. It's still a big change, but everybody's agreed on it, and that's what we're doing. So the goal of this site is to build that consensus so that everybody agrees, okay, we talked about this, we know why this is being done this way. If you have, you know, concerns about the approach, this is the site to do it on, not in the issue queue. So that's the first thing. The second thing, what else did you say that I disagree with? I agree that there's not enough people helping. I agree that the number of JavaScript developers in the core team is like 2. No, 3. No, 4. 5. Oh, 5. Yes. So it is 1 hand, but yeah. So if anybody knows JavaScript, other than Kat Bailey, you know JavaScript, but you know.
I was counting you. Next, Kat Bailey, Dmitry.
Konstantin.
Konstantin, of course. And?
I'll get back to you. I was telling you, just 1 second, because there was something.
Quick sketch?
Yeah, he said quick sketch.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, son!
Rob Loach.
Rob Loach! 6! There you go. All right, 2 hands. We're up to 2. Yeah, but I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I don't know if I'm dreaming, but with Drupal 7, there's been some stuff I've read that it's going to allow us to be able to access all kinds of different databases. Now, is it going to be possible with Drupal 7, or are we still a ways away from being able to go to the point of using encrypted databases? Is that going to require some kind of module development here, or?
Well, so we put in a new database backend. It's a completely different database backend. It's object-oriented. It's based on PDO, which is a pair